Ladies and gentlemen, the mother of all beers from Brooklyn Brewery, USA. What am I talking about, and why have I given it such a dramatic introduction? Well, because this is called Triple Burner. Yes, Triple Burner fans. Apparently, it's deeply average. I had no idea what the hell this was, so I don't often do this at all. Well, actually, I don't really do it at all. Only when I know nothing about the beer generally, and I'm complexed of where it's from, what it's all about. I looked online to see what this was about, and I saw some ratings that gave it deeply average reviews. So this was from like Rate Beer, Beer Advocate, etc. But I'm not going to listen to them. I make my own judgment, and that's what I always do on these beer reviews. I never look into it, and I don't judge a beer on what other people say. I often just drink it as what I do. You know, I'll pick it up, I'll drink it, and I'll give you my honest opinion. Triple Burner. I can't really move this any which way. It's massive. We have this. There you go. There's the bottle. Great big bottle there. This would be about 750ml in English terms, but or European standards, even if you want to get technical. Sticky as fuck because when I popped the cork on this, it just volcanoed everywhere. So the surface is now sticky, the bottle's sticky, my hands are sticky, everything's sticky. This is called Triple Burner. It is from Brooklyn Brewery, which is in America. Their beers are really nice. Not had a bad one yet. This comes in at 1 pint and 9.4 fluid ounces. So if you're American, 1.9.4 fluid ounces. So in other words, pint and a bit if you want. This comes in at 10.6. That's the whole reason why I chose this, because the name alone sold it to me. Triple Burner. I was like, what the hell's Triple Burner? Let's go and investigate it. I had to buy some. This cost me a lot of money, fans. A lot of money. For technically in the US, that is a pint and a bit. That cost me around about £20. So that's probably about $15, $17 thereabouts, which is stupid money for what it is, but I don't care. I paid more in my time for beer, but if it's worth it, fans. 10.6, I don't know if you can get that, it's in really, really small writing somewhere along there. There you go, 10.6. Look at that diagram. It's like the human body with some weird shit going on, and the B Brooklyn logo there. What intrigued me about this is the fact that this was made in... it's a Belgium-style triple ale, but it's brewed, this is where it gets me, with liquice spices and aged in white wine barrels. How cool is that? White wine barrels, fans. Liquice, what the fuck? This has really got me going. I'm like, I want to try this. I'm like a kid in a candy store here. This better be fucking worth it, fans. 10.6, love it. Quickly, just before I get on, because I don't think I'll have much memory on my phone for this. It says, according to ancient Chinese beliefs, Triple Burner was responsible for the flow of energy throughout the body. Triple Burner toxins include licorice roots to encourage natural sweetness, a light, joyful presence. White wine barrels, a licorice spice blend from the wizard Liquice Sacres, and a robust triple base to create Triple Burner, a healthy aromatic ale, paired with a state of serenity. State of serenity it bloody will be. I am hyped for this. I worry myself at times. What do you want for Christmas, Ruku? You can have anything you want. Fucking Triple Burner. Right, there you go. There's the B for Brooklyn. Yeah, it was corked. Nice little cage in there. And there's your cork. And I love it when these people do this. Look, it actually says Brooklyn Brewery all the way around that cork. And not you can really see it. It's faded on both ends, but it gives the B for Brooklyn. There's still a lot in here. I've just merely waited for it to settle, and it hasn't settled. We have, if I'm very, very delicate with this, I don't think we're not gonna pick this up. No, we're not gonna pick this up. Shit. That's a real shame, fans. Oh, actually, yep, you can. Hopefully, you can see these little bits here. That, my friends, is natural sediment. Look at that, natural sediment. Big chunks of natural sediment floating around. In the bottom of my beer glass. So natural sediment scores it straight away for me. Big mark for that. Colour wise, strong, dark, hazy. Doesn't look really much to look at, but carbonation is working overtime in that, believe you and me. The head is white, frothy. Very, very foamy, thick as well. Love a good thick foamy head. So it's ticking boxes again for me straight away. I just hope that these beer reviews, from what people are saying about Triple Burner, are wrong. I'm hoping that this is going to be a really tasty beer, especially with the fact that they've gone to so much trouble in brewing this in a different style. Seriously, bring that forward. This is like Chinese medicine on the front of that, isn't it? Acupuncture zones. Right, thick head, opaque colour, big chunks of fucking. There is chunks here like you would not believe. That is mental. Right, okay. Enough excitement now. Come on, let's do this. Yeah, you can smell the wine. It's that white grape variety, or green grape as it were. White grape, green grape, what you want to call it. You do kind of get a little essence of the liquice, but I don't think that comes through nearly enough. So there's a little tickle on the nose. It smells strong, it smells sweet. It's like, I can't picture what that is, but like a sweet, if I'm going back in time, like an old sweet shop is what it reminds me of, that smell of old sweets, boiled sweets, that kind of thing. That's what it smells to me like. Essence of white wine and grape, yeah. Right, 10.6 with sediment, let's do this. Wow. White wine comes through incredibly well there. Oh my god. I'm not a wine drinker, so I pick up on the wine like that. I'm a bloodhound to the wine world. The white wine is very strong indeed. It's kind of overpowering. It does lace the mouth very well. The beer itself is incredibly smooth, and yet despite the chunks of sediment, I can't taste the sediment at all. The head is foamy. The beer is quite sweet. You get, oh Christ, there you go, there's a burn. So you do get a burn. It sticks to the name. I don't know if you get 3 burns though, you get 1 burn. 1 burn down, 2 to go. First burn gets you straight down, just literally straight down. The white wine laces very strongly. You can taste the white grape, that sort of grapiness from a white wine. Whether it's cheap or expensive, I don't know. I'm not a wine connoisseur. Make your own mind up on that. The sweetness of this is, I think, of like a substitute. I want to say like an artificial sweetener, but at the same time there is a natural sweet to it, and I think that comes from the liquice. You do get the liquice on the aftertaste, and almost in the mouthfeel as well. So when this is all going on, you get the alcohol hitting the wine. The wine mostly dominates, by the way. You do get the liquice trying to seep through. I tell you what, it's incredibly smooth. This is dangerous, fans. This is a dangerous beer. It's incredibly smooth for 10.6%. I mean, that's just fucking mad. The head is nice, it's light, it's foamy. It doesn't give much though, but it's all about the body. The body of the beer and the flavour that comes through is just white wine all the way. Start to finish, white wine. You then get little bits in stages of liquice. It gives it that subtle sweetness. Aftertaste is more liquice, and then you kind of merges into that white wine, but the liquice almost dominates the white wine on the aftertaste. So on first appearances, the white wine does kind of attack it more so. Attacks your taste buds. Afterwards you kind of have the reverse, so it's kind of liquice attacks it and white wine kind of stays somewhere in the background. Not a bad beer actually. I'm thoroughly impressed. I wouldn't have put this at an average beer. You know, credit where credit's due. They're brewing this differently. You know, in white wine barrels. I don't think I've known any brewer to do that, let alone brew with liquice. This is the first beer I know of that has brewed with liquice, and believe you me, I've had a lot of beers over my time. So credit where credit's due to Brooklyn. The fact that this is so smooth. I'm just necking this like no tomorrow. Yeah, the chunks of sediment are still there, they're still floating, and what's interesting to see is when the carbonation gets up, the sediments sort of come in and it knocks it off course. It's like watching a lava lamp. Very, very relaxing. You don't get so much of an alcohol burn anymore once you've had a few gulps of this. The alcohol burn's almost gone. But you do almost feel, as the picture suggests, like a warmth right about where the red mark is there, that round circle. So in your chest there you feel a warmth. It's nice, it's comforting. Liquice gives you, craves all the sweet tooth people, including myself. But not only that, but it does take the edge off that white wine feel. So if you're not a lover of wine, you know, this balances it very nicely. Very nicely. Lacing is incredibly good. I don't know if all the crap out my way. There's your lacing. It's decent. Look at that. It's just on par with the Belgian beer that I had earlier, the Grand Cru Augustin, whatever it's called. But yeah, that is on par with it. And again, very much similar. It does start to go thinner. Look at that. I just give it a jiggle and it gets thicker. Look at that. Is that good or is that good? But you can smell this on your breath, ladies and gentlemen. This is probably not one to have when drink driving, or even if you're trying to hide alcohol from people, because believe you me, I can smell this on my own breath. It is strong. It smells of wine. It's got little chunks of sediment there making it to the head now. Strong flavours. Yeah, I don't think this is average at all, fans. I really do like this. I think, and I'm going to give it, and I'm going to stick my neck out for this, so you may disagree with this, fans, but I think I'm going to give it some extra points here. 1, sediment. You know that it's naturally brewed. Spot on. 2, the fact that they've gone the distance to brew differently. You know, you're talking about aging it in wine barrels. Who the hell does that? I don't know, no one. 2, liquice. What a great idea. Why not? You know, a lot of craft beers are doing this now. They're adding extra ingredients, but Brooklyn's been around for as long. Well, I remember when I was young, very young. I'm not going to disclose my age, but I remember when I was young. You know, Brooklyn was quite a well-known established brewery, and it still is now. Although there are others in America that you could choose from, but Brooklyn was always one that stayed with me. And even now in adulthood, all respect to them. I've had like one bad beer from them, but other than that, yeah. Was it worth the money though, fans? No, I don't think it was. Paying something stupid like $15 to $16 for this, it wasn't worth the money. I would pay approximately, I would quite happily pay about £7 for this, so maybe about $6.50, $7 at most. Wouldn't pay any more. You know, it's supposedly a pint in American ounces. To us, this is $7.50. Yeah, so I'm going to base it on a $7.50. For that sort of money, I can go out and buy Cobra King. Not saying Cobra King's better than this, because to be fair, I prefer this flavour, but Cobra King has a smooth flavour. This is also smooth. So you can kind of compare the market, if you will, you know, what you really want to spend, but, you know, I'm just, occasionally I get just nuts when it comes to beer that I've never seen before, and I will pay the earth. So that's why I paid for such an outstanding beer such as this. I don't think this is average, fans. I quite enjoyed it. Really did. Look at that. Sediment. Absolutely amazing. I'm going to score it. Well, I'm going to score it 9 out of 10. It's got to be. That is decent. It never gets sickly either. It's like having a beer and wine, but you can have the added benefit of probably not getting a nasty hangover like you would with wine. Beautiful. Thanks for watching, fans.